Hey, I'm going to play a 7-second clip for you. It's a leg work clip. And I want you to really just count. How many major elements do you see in this video that make this thing work? And then we're going to talk about it. Here it is. There it is. So how many elements did you see that actually happen? Well, I'm going to count through some of them for you. Number one, you know that if you follow me at all, you know how much I like leg pummeling and leg work. Just makes everything easier. So there's a leg work component. Let's check it out. We know that right here, there's one, leg pummeling, leg work. One of the best things that you can do for yourself is to learn how to be a very good leg pummeler and use leg work in all facets. Number two is already happening, and we're going to take a look at that in a minute. Number three is on this far side. This far side arm is going to go push down that knee. You can see it go right there. It's going to push down the knee. And so that keeps these knees parallel to the floor, and it allows me to step over, which would be maybe a potential straddle, or what I'm going to do is windshield wiper to the other side, which is element number 4, windshield wipering of the legs to the other side. There we go. We windshield wiper over. And then there's going to be this low side position, which is number 5. Opens up an area for a hook right there. But in this potential scenario, Mac, who trains me with me quite a bit, knows and just turns back to me, which would be just essentially a pin. Now let's go back and look at number 2. Number 2 that we skipped before is right here. This fist, super important. What is it? It becomes a near side underhook, and that's really important. Like you can see as I pummel, there it goes. There goes my arm. It's already becoming an underhook. It's becoming an near side underhook, and that's really what sets up the potential possibility, or what happens in this one. That sets up my windshield wipering of these legs to the other side, because without that near side underhook, I would only be able to straddle these legs instead of windshield wipering all the way to the other side. But that also sets up all kinds of goodies. So what it does is there's the underhook. See, it's already in place. I put it in place when I did the leg work because that's how important it is. You got to be doing multiple things at one time, because this underhook didn't come into play until right now. That's how many steps ahead we need to be thinking. And if we program systems into our game, that will happen. You will be putting a near side underhook in this case before you're even getting to the far side, because it sets you up for success long before you actually need it. In this case, it's not only going to let me windshield wiper my legs over, but if Mac was a leg lock guy, not saying that he's not, but if he was, and he just wanted to leg lock me, this underhook, my underhook right here, saves me from this arm going to scoop that leg and putting me in inside Sankaku. I talk about this all the time in commentary. Near side underhooks and underhooks slaughter the legs. It's something that you should really get good at, and that's why I do this from the beginning, is to make sure that I'm safe all the way through. And then finally we go over to that number 5 position where we hit that low side, and that sets up the back. So there are 5 major components happening here, besides all the pressure involved that we're not even going to discuss. Just 5 movement based techniques or items that are going on to make this whole thing happen. Let's just take a look at it again in full speed. So you see now, there's number 1, there's number 2, there's number 3, 4 windshield wiper, 5 is that low side position that would have set me up for success to take the back or the mount. Hope you enjoyed, and hope that you can use that.